Hello, my loves! I'm back on live, waiting for Instagram to connect as usual. Oh my god, I just literally just woke up from my nap. I usually don't nap. Hello! I usually don't nap during the day, but here I am. I'm integrating so much lately. So I took a nap. Okay, I'm just gonna. It was not planned. Was not planned to jump on live, but I felt inspired to talk about consistency. Cause I struggled with that for forever. I decided I was 14 years old and I was looking all those entrepreneur mindset stories that you need to be consistent. You know, in order to achieve what you want, you need to be consistent. You need to have this routine. You need to have those habits and you need to just always do it. And in my business, if you have an online business, you know it. You need to be consistent. You need to be consistent in posting, consistent with your clients, consistent here and there. And it gets so overwhelming for people like me before I understand one simple thing. But it's pretty recent. I would say it's been 5 months only that I understood that. So the trick is, there are people that need that structure, that need that. There's this huge bug that just smashed itself against my window. Beautiful bug. That need the Ashtanga kind of style. So if you do yoga, you know Ashtanga, you wake up every day, 6 days out of 7, and you do the same sequence over and over again, and you come with that attitude onto your mat. There are some people, they need that structure in the morning, that morning routine. You wake up every day at the same time. You do every day the same morning routine in order to function properly. And I get that. Like, having a morning routine is something that hugely impacted my well-being, that hugely impacted the way I felt, until I understand, like, okay, this might not be for me. And then I need to trust my intuition. I need to trust that I'm doing the right things, you know? So the thing about consistency is that you are consistent not in what you do. So it's not about the morning routine. It's not about repeating the same habit over and over again. It's choosing consciously, deliberately, where do you want to be consistent. And for me, that was just a shift in perspective, and it sounds so silly. But think about it. Where do you decide to be consistent? Is there an area of your life where you're like, oh, I wish I was consistent, but I'm never consistent? Whether it's your financial, you know, you're not consistent with your money, like, I don't know, doing your administrative stuff. That was a hard one to say. Or your morning routine, or your self-care practice, or your business strategy, whatever it is that you're blaming on yourself, like, I'm not consistent, and I've been there, and that's why I'm doing that video. It's like, okay, where am I actually consistent? I'm consistent in, you know, my morning routine completely shifted. Now I have, every day is different. Sometimes I have 2 days in a row that look like the same, but I usually include same aspect, like meditation, movement in some sort, nature inspiring podcasts, writing or reading, or just like, it's similar, but it changes every day, because my consistency lies in the fact that I'm consistent in taking care of myself. So instead of blaming myself, instead of saying, oh, you're so bad because you're not being consistent, I'm like, actually, I am consistent. I am consistent in my self-care. I am consistent in my self-growth. So you find the consistency somewhere else where you actually have it. Because blaming yourself because you're not consistent won't make you consistent. And it will be, most of the time, when you're trying to be consistent, and you're trying to get the motivation, like, this is forceful. And life shouldn't be like that. For some people, they have to be like that. They have to have this structure. They're really like, they need that. But they function good. They feel good about this structure. They feel good. Other people, they don't feel good with that structure, but they are forcing it because that's what they see or read in podcasts and successful people. but go with your own nature, with your own flow. Do what feels extremely good for you. That is consistency. It's even more of a commitment. To be consistent, you need a strong commitment. You're committed to something, committed to your self-love, your self-care, your evolution, your growth, changing your habits. That's your commitment. So then you find the consistency within it, and you know that you can flow and move through it. And I think that's the best thing to do. And that's my invitation to question how you do things. Because there is so many aspects to take in consideration, right? With this morning routine thing. Like, I used to be like, my thing was like the 5-minute commitment that you deserve. If you love yourself, at least 5 minutes of your time, at least that, in the morning or in the night, during the day, for yourself. So it's a practice of meditation or yoga or movement or whatever it's good for you, and you commit to that 5 minute no matter what. Because your mind is going to tell you, oh no, we don't really want it. It's uncomfortable. We can't do this. The mind is a trickster. But if you have this commitment of like, it's just 5 minutes. And sometimes the 5 minutes, they become like an hour practice. That's good. But you're going for 5 minutes. Because I know also out there, and I used to be like that, I will be like, no, I have to do like an hour of yoga, 30 minutes of meditation, 20 minutes of writing, and then it becomes this 5 hours morning routine. And then of course it's really hard to come into that and to be consistent with that, because there is days like you don't want to do your 5 hours morning routine and do all your kriyas and like all your practices and connecting and praying and going to nature and listening to your favorite podcast and writing down your affirmations and talking to yourself in the mirror and doing all this shit. And so the mind is a trickster. It will be like, no, we're not doing that. But if you're committed, it's a non-negotiable for you. Like, I'm going to do it 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes I'm going to take for myself. And every day it's going to look different. It's fine. But that's my commitment to myself, to my self-love. That's easy. The mind needs something easy to start, needs something easy to flow, needs something easy to relax and to enjoy, because it should be playful. It should be agréable, nice, pleasurable. So yeah, that was my perspective on consistency. So no more blaming yourself, no more being like, oh my god, I will never be successful because I'm not consistent, because I see all those people being consistent. Like, give yourself a break. Just give yourself a break. Some people are meant to have a very structured. Some people are meant to flow. Maybe you're just meant to flow. Find your consistency somewhere else. Be committed instead of trying to be consistent. Be committed to something. So then you don't need motivation. You don't need motivation. You have it. It's within you. It's because you really desire it. So don't be forceful. Trust your guts. Trust your intuition. Do what feels good. That was my transmission of the day. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being part of my online community. I have great things in stock coming that I'm really birthing and learning. Oh my god, hello. That I'm birthing for you, for myself, for the world. It's so precious. It's my love you too. It's my favorite creation. It's me and learning everything, not trying to create something that is borrowed here and there, but sharing my real magic for real people. And I cannot wait to share it. It's gonna come really soon. Really, really soon.